Hold on to your seat.
What are you doing?
Now you're talking.
And now,
you are now listening to the Geeky Girls Night In podcast.
You are now listening to the Geeky Girls Night In
podcast.
So today's episode is a different one. There are no guests. Today it's just me. And instead of talking about the week in geek or in K-pop or in anything else, we're going to talk about the new year. 2020 has been an absolute shit show. I didn't podcast for 6 months. I've been stuck in the house. You've been stuck in the house. Our entire way of life has changed. And I'm guessing that things are going to be changed for the future. But I'm not here to talk about the depressing stuff. I'm here to talk about what I want and what I hope for the future, both for the podcast and, for my life. So for the podcast, I hope to continue podcasting regularly. I hope to have guests as amusing as Kat, Iris, Tia, Quinzel, just, bringing you whatever shenanigans we have going on that week. I want to get back to nerd basics. I want to get back to tabletop role-playing games. Currently, a friend of mine, Glenn, hi Glenn, is developing a tabletop role-playing game that deals with K-pop, and I hope to be able to play that online on the podcast in the coming months. We'll have to see if there's any volunteers that'll join. I think I have a few, but you never know. I hope to expand the Geeky Girl Guide brand, I guess. Geeky Girl Guide, Geeky Girls Night In. And, we've started with YouTube episodes of different things. Right now I'm doing quite a bit of unboxing because one of the things, with me being stuck at home, I've turned into quite a shopper. So I save up some of the stuff that I buy and then I hope to unbox it online. So I've been doing that. And then I also have a series outlined about organization that I'm working with some people on to get that set up and to come on and explain my weaknesses. I just want to grow. I want to grow as a podcast, as a YouTuber, as a blogger, as, a person. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. For the personal side, same thing. I want growth. I want more organization. My bookshelf is looking a mess. Where I keep my makeup is looking a mess. Pretty much everything is looking a mess. But that has been my brand since I was a child. I'm chaotically disorganized, but, I hope to one day not be. It's going to take some work, and I'm working on it. I hope to craft some more. Like, I haven't used my sewing machine this entire quarantine, except to make masks. And my masks got shit talked about them, so I stopped making them. I hope to be able to go to the Monsta X concert. That's a big one. I want to finish this blanket that I'm working on. I want to do more podcasting and blogging with Quinzel. In order for that to happen, I need her to get better. So if you guys could just send warm well wishes to Quinzel, and in the show notes, I will include her Twitter account so you can say, hey. I plan to play more video games. I got the PS5 for Christmas, and I played Spider-Man for like 30 minutes, had an anxiety attack and had to go sit down somewhere. But I'm getting better, and I hope to play more games and maybe even stream those on Twitch, because I do have a Twitch. I haven't used it recently. I was using it to play The Sims, but part of the problem of that is that I use mods and Twitch will basically shut down your account if there's nudity on your account. And the way I play The Sims, I think we've talked about this on an episode. I use Nisa's Wicked Perversions. I use Wicked Whims, all of those. So there tends to be nudity. And like there's a streamer version where you can, fix that back up, but why would I want to do that? And then I don't know if it fixes, like, I don't know if Twitch dings you for, even if they are blurred out, if the Sims are woohooing, because like with Wicked Whims and Wicked Perversions, they woohoo very graphically. So, but I've attached my Twitch account to my PlayStation, so I can record from there, and there'll be no woohooing from there. Right now, I'm playing Ratchet and Clank, and it's such a cute game, and it's a whole lot of fun. And I think that is getting me more used to the PlayStation than Spider-Man was, because I just kept falling into the Hudson River on Spider-Man, and it was getting me frustrated, and I kept losing the villain and it was just a lot. And then I played Mortal Kombat, and I did fine with Scorpion, but then I got my ass kicked by Sub-Zero, so I'm a little bitter about that. Also, I don't know what's going on, because it's Mortal Kombat X, and they gave you a little spiel at the beginning that they had to defeat their enemies and this, that, and the other. But as far as I remember, like Scorpion, like he had a deal to avenge, some people. And like, then he realized he was on the bad side, and then he switched sides to the good side. So he should be fine now, but he's fighting you. I'm at the very beginning of the game. I was fighting with Johnny Cage, who wants to fight with Johnny Cage? Honestly, that's not my jam. Also, my husband was in disbelief that Johnny Cage and Sonia at one point were married, and I think they have a daughter. I think her name's Cassidy. I could be wrong. Somebody correct me on that if I'm wrong. He's like, what do you mean they got married? They got married, bro. I read it. I don't know what else to tell you. They got married. I think they're divorced now, though. So there's that. I hope for a healthier year for my dog. She no longer has teeth, and she's developing a cataract. And this makes me very, very nervous, because my dog is very, very old. So we'll just keep loving her and giving her all the pats and just, making sure her life is a comfortable one, because she's getting up there in years, and it's making me a little nervous. And I need her to kind of soldier on. I'll be very sad if she does not. What do you want for the new year? What are your hopes? What are your dreams? What are your goals? I just want more than what I had this year. And don't get me wrong, I'm one of the fortunate ones. I got to work from home. I'm kind of high risk, and my family managed to stay healthy and safe and warm and employed. Like I said, I'm one of the fortunate ones. But, I want to branch out. I want to do new things. I want to see new things. And I'm so tired of this house. I could scream. I'm so tired of it. We keep a pretty tight lock on the social distancing. Everything, I do grocery pickup. I rarely go into a store. Though I had to go into a store this week because I was out of pads. And that's just a whole other thing. I could have had them delivered, but I was stupid. I still have my wardrobe from last spring/summer that I never wore because COVID. I hope to wear that this year. Just the real big thing that I'm looking forward to is the Monsta X concert. And I just really hope that it's not canceled, because if it's canceled, I don't know what else to do. Maybe like further down the line, one of the later tours, one of the later stops, I might be able to pick up. We'll see. I want to be a better pen pal. I want to be more with it with my postcards. At the beginning of the quarantine, I sent out a document that, I sent it to my friends and I was like, if you want, postcards for me, go ahead and fill this out. And people sent me their address. And I sent out a postcard or two, but not near as much as I wanted to. I want to get better with that. I did really good on the Christmas cards, though. Honestly, I still have a few I need to send out. Did any of you participate in a Secret Santa by chance? I participated in Reddit's Secret Santa, and I sent mine out, and my Secret Santa absolutely adored it. And I'm still waiting on the one that I'm supposed to get. The person that picked me, so when you sign up, you can see when they pull your information, like your address and stuff. They pulled my information on the 8th, but then they turned around and pulled it today again. So I'm wondering if anything has been sent at this point. We'll see. I put on my thing that, I podcast, and I put the address of where the podcast is. So if they hear this, hey, I'm waiting on you. Let a girl know. I hope to discover more K-pop bands next year. In 2021, I've sort of fallen in love with ITZY, little girl K-pop group. They're great, and I like their dances. And one of the girls looks mean as hell, but everybody says that she's really nice, but she looks like she could beat you up. And I'm here for that. I am here for K-pop girl groups fighting people. That should be a thing. Like, you just have an angry ass girl K-pop group that beats the ass of other K-pop groups, girl and boy. Just fight. It's a concept. Somebody should look into that. I hope to learn more. Another big thing is that in the new year, I'm going to start to learn a new language. I'm going to pay for lessons in Korean, because if everything goes well and, COVID calms its simple ass down, I will be going to Korea in 2021. If it doesn't calm its simple ass down, maybe 2022. We'll see. But bottom line, I'm going, and I'm eating all the food. So in order to do that, I need to learn how to speak something other than the food, because I watch mukbangs all the time. So I know a lot about the food. I hope to continue the writing bug that I caught earlier this year. I hope to keep pushing, keep writing. I have so much inside of me, and I don't know what unclogged it, but I'm grateful. I haven't written this much in many, many years. And, it may not all be great, but people online seem to like it. And I get compliments. So I'm just going to keep going for it. I hope to continue to exercise. Maybe not as a weight loss thing, because honestly, I'm not losing a whole lot, but just to keep my mind right. It helps so much. I get cagey when I don't do it. I get impatient and slightly angry. So I think I just need to keep on. In the meantime, in between time, I just want to thank you for listening, for laughing with us, for just being supportive. I've had people, reach out to me and tell me how much they've laughed or how much they've learned. I've had people donate money to the Fiverr to, pay for the hosting of the podcast. And I can't tell you how much that's appreciated, Every little bit helps. Like I said online, this week's is a short one. Enjoy your new year. Make it the best that you possibly can. And I'll see you on the other side. Bye.